Europe, September 15, 2024. Torrential rain caused by Storm Boris continued to wreak havoc across Central and Eastern Europe. The flooding that has hit many parts of the Central Europe also has leaving a trail of destructions in Poland, where southern parts of the country have been overwhelmed by torrential rain. The situation is very dramatic in many places, especially in Kłodzko, near the border with the Czech Republic. The Kłodzko Valley has seen Poland's worst flooding, with 1,600 people evacuated so far and 17,000 losing electricity. The towns of Stanislavski and Ladek-Zdrój, the rivers have overflowed, flooding buildings and leaving the areas accessible only to the emergency services. A video from Stanislavski showed several buildings completely destroyed by the surging waters. The ministry revealed that it was in Kłodzko County that the flooding had caused major destructions. The Prime Minister appealed to residents not to underestimate the threat of the floods and to obey evacuation orders, more of which he said were likely to be issued. Meanwhile, the dam in Stanislavski will be breached by the overflow water. Later on Sunday, the authorities confirmed that had happened. Travel impossible in some areas and some phone connections cut. Minister also announced that the authorities will be deploying Starlink terminals, which provide internet connection through satellites operated by SpaceX. They are working on launching several dozens more devices to ensure communications between rescue services and the civilian populations. Interior Ministry added that a priority now is to restore road connections that have been cut by the flooding, as well as to provide residents with food and water. Amphibious vehicles were deployed this morning to carry this out. Helicopters have also been deployed to assist in rescue and relief efforts, while 4,000 soldiers are on standby to assist the emergency services. Elsewhere in southern Poland, a bridge in the town of Głuchołazy was destroyed by a surge of the Biała Głuchołaska River. There are concerns still will form a barrier forcing more water into the town, which has already been flooded, reports news website Wirtualna Polska. Meanwhile, the Vistula, the country's longest river, flooded its banks in Krakow, Poland's second-largest city. The city said the water level had reached 372 cm, which is 2 cm above the warning level. The water level it is predicted to rise further to around 400 cm. The level classified as an emergency is 520 cm. Many other parts of Małopolska, the province in which Krakow is located, have also seen flooding today following heavy overnight rain. In a nearby city of Kłodzko Valley, the Biała River reached a water level of 634 cm, which is 214 cm more than the emergency level. Meanwhile, in other places, the Austrian province surrounding Vienna has been declared a disaster area, with its leaders speaking on an unprecedented extreme situation. Some of the worst rainfall also has been in the Czech Republic, where some areas have seen around 3 months rainfall in just 3 days. Evacuations are underway. Jeseník, a town located in the Jeseníky Mountains, is described as completely cut off with roads and rail lines underwater. Multiple trains have been cancelled, parts of the Vienna Underground have been closed, and at least one motorway has flooded. In a post on X, Austria's councillor said that the storm situation has worsened and was very serious. Emergency services made nearly 5,000 interventions overnight in Lower Austria, where flooding had trapped many residents in their homes. Firefighters have intervened about 150 times in Vienna since Friday to clear roads blocked by the storm debris and pump water from cellars, local media reported. Hundreds of people have been rescued across 19 parts of the country. Emergency services said releasing a video of flooded homes in a village by the Danube River. In Głuchołazy, in the southwest, the mayor of the town said the local river had overflowed its banks and was flooding the town. A resident of the town, Sofia Osiaka, said everyone was scared and there seemed to be no hope of the rain stopping. Storm Boris has already brought extreme amounts of rain across Central and Eastern Europe, with more downpours forecast until at least the end of Monday. The storm has been so devastating for two reasons. Firstly, cold air from the north has mixed with moisture drawn up from the unusually warm waters of the Mediterranean and the Black Sea. Secondly, an area of low pressure has been stuck in a block weather pattern, meaning it is trapped between high pressures to both the west and east.
Murowana komórka.